Well, ladies, I would like to talk with you about food today. I love food. I grew up in an Italian family. We had delicious meals all the time. And then as I grew into my life, I became a chiropractor. I learned about nutrition, and I had allergies. And I thought, I still want to eat delicious food. So I did a lot of research and I did a lot of adapting here and there, and I've been able to create really delicious meals that are gluten-free, that are often vegetarian, and I'm very excited about that. So I wrote this book. It's called Mandala Salad, and I want to talk a little bit about the ideas that are in this book, because the first part of it is not just recipes. What it is it's an approach to food. A lot of times we're just like busy and we're just like eating and doing something else at the same time. And I really suggest that we slow that down and be with our food, both when we're preparing it and when we're eating it. Now, I know my grandmother was like the best cook in the world. And I know what she did because I was with her so much while she was fixing food. And she thought of us. She thought of her whole family. She put love into that food. I'm so glad I got to see that. And so she was very present with the food. And then, to have a meal, you sit down and you enjoy it, you savor it. It's sort of an analogy to savoring life. If this is an approach to food, it's also an approach to life. So in this book, I have a number of recipes that are tried and true, and I have used them for years. And so it was a labor of love to put them down on paper, and I have had a number of different recipe tasting parties, which has been really fun. And I would invite people to come for free and to just taste these recipes, and they'd say, hey, that's pretty delicious. And it's healthy. Like they're not, you couldn't have healthy food that was delicious. And so I decided, because one of the other things that people would say would be like, oh, it's too hard. And I don't think it's hard. And so I just decided I'm going to have some classes. I'm going to get a group of ladies together, and we're going to have the ingredients, and we're going to participate together, and we're going to make these meals together and see how they turn out. And what has ended up happening is that, first of all, it's really fun to get together and cook. But besides that, people say, oh yeah, no big deal. And then they go home and they make it themselves. And the reason that's so exciting to me is because both of my grandmothers died pretty early of diabetes. And so what I want is to be able to eat food that I love and not have it take me down the wrong road. So the second set of classes that I'm now teaching is made up of recipes that I made up after this book. So in fact, it's this coming weekend is the very next one. And it's really fun to create these recipes and to have people enjoy them and to know that we're going down the right road, to be able to have longevity and well-being. And as we get a little bit older, that it's like we don't have all the time in the world. Let's enjoy it. Let's have our able-bodiedness. Mandala Salad is my book, and I teach classes, and my website is serenitychiro.com. You can look up when the current classes will be.